This is one of the camping areas on our property. This one was actually one of our original tribe member Maddie's. It's still here right now. Not sure what is going to happen there now that we've lost him. And by the word lost, I mean it is a big loss from skills to entertainment value. Maddie was nothing if not entertaining. And just the sheer joy he could bring to working on a chore made it seem a little less like a chore. Sometimes we would butt heads, but at the end of the day, there'd be a drink and everything would be okay. Or maybe it might take the next day once or twice, but when you share a same goal, and even if you approach it from different ways, you can get past little things like that. And spending so much time together with your tribe members when there is a loss, it hits you hard. But doing that works out a lot of the personality and emotional kinks and personality clashes, and even getting used to not having so much privacy before the shit hits the fan. I highly recommend doing daily and overnight and weekend things with your tribe members, even if they're family and you think it's going to be okay. Any adult who spent a week with their mother would know what I'm talking about. It can take a lot of patience and try on you during good times when tensions aren't quite so hard. Here's one of the ravines that separates. There's one on either side of Maddie's campground. It separates from the barn area, so where we have our quail and pheasant like to hang out, and unfortunately so do the mink and fox, which has cost me some animals. We trap them, you can eat them, you can skin them and use their fur, tan their hides. There's lots of things you can do, but there are some small game here on the property. But this is just a nice, peaceful spot, lots more wood, very secluded, as is the bulk of this property until we get down by the road. And there's another ravine here on the other side, and it juts out through the middle. You could not get up in here to this area of the property unless you went up the roadway, unless you were on foot. It's just too rugged and too steep. When my daughter flipped the four-wheeler and jumped off of it before it went off the cliff almost 2 years ago, my husband found out the hard way how long you would have to go around to be able to get a four-wheeler through this section of the property. You cannot come up the hill. So that's a nice other little attribute of the property, the ruggedness to get anywhere unless you're on foot, unless you use the road. But we jut out down here through all the woods that separate our little road to our house from the rest of the property. It's all wooded here in between. So like I said, plenty of game in an area that should be the safest you could hunt because it's not near the road or any property boundaries. Always a benefit when you're looking for a survival retreat to have the property be at least partially wooded. The location of the wood, the type of trees, the type of game that you have can all make a massive difference during a survival situation.